Hi guys, and welcome back to Blues Focus TV, and today I'm going to be taking a look at our upcoming home fixture against Huddersfield. Now last weekend we got off to a decent start with a 0-0 draw against Luton, and I'm hoping we can build on it here, but we've been given a tough start playing against another team that finished in the playoffs last season. Now before we get into the analysis, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell for more Blues related content. Let's get into the opposition. And Huddersfield finished third last season, had a brilliant time, but they had Carlos Corberan then. They don't have him anymore, he left them in the summer, and he was a big reason why they ended up in a playoff position. He really helped them out, getting tactics right, making them a unit. They were so hard to defeat. And you saw that with that massive unbeaten run they had in the middle of last season. In comes his assistant, Danny Schofield. Now, he didn't get off to a great start in his first match. They lost 1-0 to Burnley. Now, you'd expect them to lose to Burnley, but they did not pose a threat at all. They didn't manage a shot on target. They didn't look like they were going to do anything. The only time they looked okay was when Tino Anjorin, on loan from Chelsea, came off the bench. And he started well for the first 5-10 minutes. Looked like he could make something happen. Added a different dynamic to this side. But after that, it just faded out again. No shots on target. Lost it 1-0. They didn't do too well. They'll be hoping to bounce back here. But I'm worried for Huddersfield this season. Look at what happened to Barnsley a few seasons ago. Finished in a playoff spot very unexpectedly. Next season, they got relegated. Now, I'm not saying Huddersfield are going to get relegated because it would take some doing. But they didn't get off to a great start. They've had a lot of change. Are they going to be able to cope? Don't think they'll get anywhere near where they did last season. But it's a good time to be playing them because they seem a bit lost. That's it for Huddersfield. Let's get into the Blues. And as I mentioned earlier, Blues got off to a 0-0 start against Luton. Away, very good point. I know a lot of people might think we beat them twice last season, aggregate of 8-0. A draw's not good enough. They were a playoff side. Last season was just freakishly weird against Luton. I don't think we can expect that again, definitely not. And, you know, a 0-0 draw against a playoff side is good going. Now, I don't think they're going to get near the playoffs this season, but they had a very good season last season, so it's a very good point to get. And, you know, every point helps when we're one of the favourites to go down. Now, we really did well defensively last game. We didn't create too many chances. It was quite an even game. And the only chances we did have, we weren't clinical enough to take. But it was more about being solid at the back, so hard to break down. Eustace made us into a very good defensive unit. I know it's one game, but we looked like a completely different team to last season. To me, stick with the same team again. Ruddy in goal with Maxim Collin at right wing back, Placheta at left wing back, and then three centre backs of Trusty, Sanderson, Roberts. Midfield, James and Woods, Bacuna attacking midfield, Hogan and Deeney up front. To me at the moment, that's our best lineup until Bielik is back from injury. Then he goes in for Woods, personally. But I think that team is good enough to stay up, to be honest. There are worse teams in the division than us. And I'm hoping that we can, you know, do well against Huddersfield here, come out with at least a point, and look to the next game then. That's it for Blues. Let's move on to the head-to-head. And in the head-to-head, over the past 3 seasons, we've won 1, drew 3, lost 2. So it's slightly in Huddersfield's favour, but it's quite even. Last season, it was a loss at St Andrews and a draw at the John Smith Stadium. For this game, I think they're there for the taking. They don't really have their identity yet. They really struggled against Burnley. I think it's a good time to play them. And with our defence being so good against Luton, all it takes is one good chance, and our strikers are experienced enough to take it. So I'm going to go Blues to win 1-0. So, those are my thoughts on this upcoming home fixture against Huddersfield on Friday night. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Who's going to win this game? What's the score going to be? Give me your predictions. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell for more Blues related content. And if you haven't already, check out my channel, JC Football, link in the description. Plenty of football stuff going on over there. I've just released my 1 to 24 Championship prediction and my 1 to 20 Premier League prediction. So there's some exciting content there to take a look at. Make sure you subscribe. I've been James from Blues Focus TV, and up the Blues.